Hi guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel, and this is a paid review. This here comes from Larry. Hi Paul, thanks again for the advice. I spoke to him on the phone. Great guy. Thought I'd send you pictures of my watches and also get your advice on some options for a birth year 1972 watch. This would complete my collection. Cheers, Larry. P.S. PayPal you $20 right now. P.P.S. What are your thoughts on this one I found on Chrono24? I like the two-tone on this watch, but would really only be a special occasion watch, and price looks okay. Okay, now I've had a look at this watch, and I got to tell you, Larry, I don't like it. For starters, it's got a few little mistakes on it where the bracelet joins the head of the watch. It's supposed to have the shears there. It should have gold in the middle, which it doesn't have. So that really does piss me off there. That really does piss me off. And I had a good talk to Larry on the phone, and Larry's collection, what has he got? Larry's got a Omega Seamaster Quartz, which I gotta tell you, I quite like the Seamaster Quartz. That is such a cool dive watch. I've owned two in the past, and even though it's quartz, and I know I've said I hate quartz and don't touch it, I would love to own one of those again. I think they're amazing bang per buck. They're really cool. I would love to have one of those. Then the next thing is he's got a Panerai. Beautiful Pam, and he's got an Omega Speedmaster Man on the fucking moon. So he's got three pieces. Now Larry really looks after his stuff. He doesn't treat it like shit. He looks after his stuff, and I got to tell you, Larry, I don't think that Datejust is in perfect condition. The other thing I don't like about it is that I'm not sure that dial is a true 1972 dial. So I think it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's been fucked with, but it's kind of a bit of a bit. So if you look at the bracelet, it looks like the gold has been replaced. That's the gold section, because it's not quite what the way Rolex bracelets, the gold section looks. I think myself, Larry, put a bit more money in and get a better example. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think you should. That's what I think you should do there. I really do believe that. I think. Look, there's heaps of 1972 watches aren't that scarce. Some other choices you could go for: Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. They're a bit expensive. Yes, too dear. But maybe like a Flight Master or an Omega Speedmaster Mark II. You can. That's sort of some pieces I would consider. You can date the Omegas just like with Rolexes. If you just Google that, it tells you the numbers. Not quite as easy as Rolex. Rolex is probably easier to date, but I'd possibly look at one of those. And it doesn't have to be exactly 1972. It can be your sort of era that you were born into. The other option is, instead of getting a 1972 birth year watch, what about a 1972 style watch? Like Tudor's got the Monte Carlo. The Tudor Monte Carlo, which I think is fucking sexy. It's funky as sin. I mean, an original one of those is nearly 20,000 Aussie dollars. They're big money, but you can get a reissue. That'd kind of be cool. I mean, but you know, that's the problem. Do you want to get a shittier reissue, or one that is kind of better? It's a tough choice, and I can see from the photos you really love your watches. You like them, you love them, you look after them. The photos are beautiful. You take great pride in the things you own, and I would really be saying to you, look around for a bit longer. The other Rolex that's quite reasonable is the Rolex Oyster Date. A Rolex Oyster Date, they're quite, 1972, one of those, they're quite reasonable, that could be something worth considering there. I think Rolex sports watches would, subs would be dear. GMT, the Explorer 2s, the orange, they're very, very collectible, very big sort of money there. So, but I think a Datejust, that's a 1601, maybe a steel. Instead of going for a two-tone, maybe a steel Datejust would be the way to go. That's kind of a cool piece. And 1972 is the same year I was born there. See, so many wonderful things. They had the Royal Oak came out, the Explorer 2, sort of that vintage, isn't it? The Orange Hand Explorer 2. There's quite a number of cool, funky watches came out. So I think really, yeah, have a bit of a look around there and see what you love. And buy something you love. I think get a better example. Take your time. Get a really cool example. That's always going to be better than rushing and getting a compromise because it's cheap. I'm Paul Pluta. This is the Paul Pluta channel. Tell me what you guys think of that. Hi guys, Archie Luxury channel. Guys, I want to talk to you today. It's very, very important. Man cannot live on Google ads alone. I depend on your support to keep me on YouTube full time. Guys, there's a number of ways you can help me stay on YouTube producing content. Number one, you can organize a paid review. That's right. I will make a video for US $20 minimum and I will review your collection. I'll answer a question for you. So, normally takes, about 14 days, 10 to 14 days for me to make these vids. The other thing you could do to sponsor me and help me stay full-time on YouTube is sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a small amount of money, like $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, anything, any amount you want over $1, you can, and it basically sends $1 each month to me. Now, you can cancel at any time if you're sick of the show or you don't like me anymore. So guys, help keep me full-time on YouTube. Paid reviews, I do. Sponsor me on Patreon, and Patreon people get advanced screening of some videos and secret videos. Not to mention, I got advertising space on the fridge. Come on, guys, keep me full-time on YouTube.
Okay.